What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal? We're back at it with another banger video reaction today. We're going to be going over Andrew Tate explains why men should not get married. It's the big topic. Everyone wants to know whether you should, whether you shouldn't. Is it beneficial? Is it not? Is it worth it? Let's get straight into it. But before we do, drop a like for your boy. I'm trying to get them pushed into the algorithm. So show me some love. Don't forget, just like, comment, and share. That's all I'm asking. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Let's go.
You know the story told about, one day you come home, your dad comes up to you and says, Andrew, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. And he's out, right? Yeah. In the context of what happens when there's a conflict and we all react in three different ways: fight, flight, freeze. Yeah. In that context, your dad is flight. Yeah. He runs off and says, I don't want to deal with it. I'm out of here. I'm going to do my own thing. Okay. In America, a lot of that is happening right now, where it's a single parent household. Yeah. Kids are being raised without a mom and dad being there, and it's just one mom, mom trying to do both. And these boys, my mom couldn't tell me what to do once my parents got a divorce. Yeah. I'm a single mother raising me. I'm seeing my dad every other week. So it's not like he has direct influence to discipline me until I went into the military. Yeah. How much of that, like if you were to go back and think about, what if your dad didn't take the flight approach? What if your dad took the fight approach? What if your parents were together? Would it have made a difference in you? And how do you view, the idea of fathers being there with mom and dad together, family nucleus? Because a lot of times, the marriage no longer has, the what it once had. Kids are better off being raised with a mom and dad. How do you process that yourself? Because you became successful not being in that environment. Correct. So do you see this as well? It depends. There's exceptions to the rule. How do you process it?
I think it's a fantastic environment. And I think in an idealistic world, that's the way it would be. I think the reason it's not happening today is that I don't think many men actually benefit from marriages or relationships anymore. And people are always going to have to require some degree of incentive. I think that we've set up the world now in a way where men are seen as worker droids. They're expected to go work all day, come home, clean up as well, share the cleaning with the woman, no meal prepared for them, not have any authority over the household, and just be a worker droid and be sad. And I don't think that many people understand that men are intrinsically wired to desire respect amongst our peers and in our environments. This is why CEOs work so.
That's big facts. One thing that men do require a lot is respect. And at this day and age where we're living, we are getting the most disrespect ever. There's tons of music and social media, TV, television, everything. Men are trash. We ain't shit, this, and that, and everything. So, I mean, he's definitely got a point there.
Work so hard because they get respect in their company. This is why we all want so much money and fast cars and status and influence, because we're respected. Men desire respect like we desire oxygen. And if a man's coming home to a household where he doesn't feel any respect, he's not going to want to be there for very long. And I think the way you fix this is you need to understand that many men don't have an incentive to be in the house anymore. I think that it's actually would be quite easy for a woman. In fact, there's a couple women who even say this on YouTube. I can't remember their names, but it'd be quite easy for a woman to make a man really happy with super basic things. Just go up to your husband and say, hey, you know more about this. What do you think about this? That would make most men's world. And there's so many sexless marriages out there with men who work their ass off and they come home.
I'm not going to lie. Just giving a little feedback like that, yeah, that would work. He's giving game to the women. Y'all need to soak it up. He gives game to both men and women, both sides of the coin, baby. So far, I mean, that's pretty accurate. Always feeling wanted, needed. I mean, men always like to feel like that. Feeling like, oh, they're the man. Even if it's something as simple as, hey, can you open this for me? Damn right I can open this for you. That's what I go to the gym for, baby. Get your ass over here. Boom. Crank that fucking bottle open. So, I mean, he's definitely got a point there. Ladies, take some notes.
Home to a sexless marriage and kids who don't fucking even like him. If you were to just even ask him his question about some asinine bullshit, a lawnmower purchase, for example, he would feel so happy to feel like the man of the house. That's what men need. They need to feel like all this work I'm putting in, all this shit I'm going through, I'm respected for it. As soon as a man feels like he has no respect, that's the absolute end of a man's interest or a man's tolerance of a situation. I think that's the reason it's happening. I know a lot of men who completely love their wives. They love them with all their heart. They die for her. but he's just not respected in his house. He doesn't get to be the man of the house.
Is it on him or is it on her? Like, does he need to go earn it or is it on her to provide it?
It's a combination of both. I think it's certainly on him to earn it, but also the matrix programming is counter to him. The matrix programming is trying to tell him that he shouldn't be allowed to be the man of the house, that he shouldn't be allowed to have any kind of authority in any regard. He shouldn't be allowed to be able to say what happens. The matrix programming is saying the absolute opposite all the time. And if that's getting into your woman and you don't have that much influence, and that's getting into all your children, you don't have that much influence. Now you're coming home to a household where everyone just thinks you're the dude who should just fucking work. You're just a worker droid. You're the slave. You're the robot. And your feelings don't matter and your authority doesn't matter and get fucked. And this is very conscious. If you watch any Netflix show, the mother is the smart one and the man is the bumbling idiot. Turn on a show. I dare you, turn on a family show. The mother is the one, hey.
He's spitting some game right there. Society has there is definitely a target against men's masculinity. They're trying to destroy the family household. That's exactly what I believe. Anyways, they have it on, what was it, Family Guy, American Dad, anything that has to do with stuff like that, Friends. The TV show or the shows are always based off of the men looking stupid. The woman has their answers to everything. These guys are stupid, just like the same way they view conspiracy theorists in TV shows and movies. They always want to make the conspiracy theorist guy look stupid. Oh, he's just a pothead. He's just a smoker. He's a crazy guy. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to the things he has to say. So, I mean, they do the exact same thing towards men in TV shows. They make them look stupid. They make them look like a bitch. They make them feel like they view them as retarded. And that's exactly how, I mean, they're trying to portray it.
Hey, calm down. I'm smart. And the man's to look, oh, beer. Watch any of these shows. They're trying,
Guy, The Simpsons, Married with Children,
any of it, all of it. They're reducing the man to just a bumbling idiot. And it's very hard, I think, for a lot of men to accept being in a position of constant disrespect. I'll tell you this now. If I had to choose a long-lasting marriage with a woman who loved me or a woman who truly respected me, I might choose respect over love. Even though they're the same thing for a woman because she loves you, she respects you by default. But if I had to choose, I'd choose respect. I've been through too much and worked too hard and go through too much in day-to-day life to come home to my house and be having battles over asinine bullshit. I take care of you and I love you with all of my heart. I would die for you. If someone broke into this house, I would engage the invader and die. Please just cook dinner, please. What do you want from me? What more?
You shouldn't even have to say simple things like that. They should already know, yes, when someone breaks into the house or whatever it may be in any situation, a guy grabs your girl's butt, you're at a club, bumping in, doing some other stuff, making her feel uncomfortable. You're looked at supposed to step up, really just risk your life for her. And I mean, I don't see anything. I would risk my life for a girl. Like, obviously, a girl that I'm fucking dealing with, my girlfriend, that's what I would do. So to be asking and begging for simple shit like, oh, can you please cook, or can you do this, or can you not be a bitch today? I mean, those are things that should just be required. That's what I'm saying. You got to pick them wise. That should be a requirement. That's another thing men don't do as well. We don't pick our woman right. The first piece of fine pussy thrown at you, you just get pussy whipped and start acting like a bitch. So, I mean, you got the point.
What can I do for you? Like, and once they feel disrespected, this is another thing about the world that a lot of people don't understand. It's disrespect that will drive a man to the most heinous of crimes. It's disrespect that starts the school shooter bullshit. It's disrespect that makes men go to jail for life sentences. It's disrespect. When you truly disrespect a man in a public and permanent way, that's when they switch. That's why I'm so respectful in public. You don't know who the fuck you're talking to. He might be on his last fucking straw. And you just disrespected, hey, you're a fucking bitch anyway. You're skinny motherfucker. Fuck you. You don't know. That might be the last time he heard it. I've had enough. You don't know. Disrespect is dangerous, right? And in a household where you're constantly disrespecting a man, he's going to end up depressed and sad for even accepting it. Men just want to feel respected. It's not that hard to do. If you truly, I say this to anyone watching this, if you truly love your man, it would be so easy for you to just make him feel respected. It doesn't even take actions. You can do it with basic words. Ask his opinion on something. Big him up once in a while. And because we're supposed to be supermen and we purport ourselves as supermen and we're stoic, but we talked earlier about how we still feel everything. So when you're a strong man, especially, they're like, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Be nice to the dude. You'd be surprised how far you get. But this is why I think most men walk out of marriages, because they're like, you know what? I'm not getting any respect here. I get more respect from this dickhead stripper, 18-year-old hoe for throwing money at her than I do giving money to my own wife. Where am I being respected? Well, at least she's smiling at me. She ain't smiled at me in years.
If you enjoyed this video and you want to watch the entire podcast, click on.
That's the end of that video right there. He's dropping some gems. That's crazy. That's why picking the right woman is very beneficial to you. Obviously, no shit. It could ruin your life or it could make it a lot better. Obviously, the men he's talking about, their lives are getting ruined with a bunch of argumentative ass females. So I'm trying to keep y'all out of this. I wrote some points down to help y'all out, Playboy. So let's get into it. Number one, you want to avoid argumentative women. They're nothing but headaches. Argumentative women, pretty much the women that he's describing in there, always questioning you, don't value you, are annoying as fuck, think that they're more important than you are. They think that their time's more important than you. Basically, that you can't tell me what to do women. Avoid that shit. It's a headache. Number two, you got to set role boundaries. I know women nowadays, you want to set roles? I don't think that's right, or that's so 1930s, 1950s, whatever it is. But records show that works. It works. Whether y'all have y'all's own little deal, every relationship's going to be different, but whether it's going to be the guy's taking care of this, that, the woman's going to be home cooking, cleaning, doing whatever it may be, helping out. As far as I see, my life experience, all the successful relationships, including my parents, they've been together for years. I can't even count. I'm probably 15, 16. I don't know how many years. They're married. They have a dynamic down. Yes, my mom used to work for a little bit. My dad, for a long period of her life, she was working. My dad was working as well, but she would still get the things done around the house. No questions asked. She wasn't sitting here complaining. She wasn't bitching and moaning. He was also still helping in, working, I guess, longer days. They found their own dynamic. They made it work. They set roles and regulations. So that's one thing y'all should do. Set roles. If you want to tell, don't be afraid to tell it. If you want to say, hey, nah, hell no, I don't want you out there doing this, or getting money like this, and this, stripping, posting naked pictures on the Instagram or whatever it may be. A lot of these girls use excuses to make money. Set your fucking rules and regulations. Set a rule down and make sure you follow it. You gotta follow it as well too. You can't just have all these rules and regulations on her and you're not holding up your end of the fucking stick, because then you look stupid. It's not gonna work. It's also gonna crash that way too. So, of course, set rules. 3, make sure your needs are met. That's one thing that what happens on these marriages. What he was talking about at the end, towards where that guy was backing out of it. He wasn't happy with it. Obviously, if she's not giving you what you want, especially with sex, peace, she's not taking care of the normal things, bruh, kick that bitch to the curb. I'm trying to tell you, you got to kick her to the curb. I know it may suck. You may love her. It's not going to be worth it at the end. Your needs should be met just as much as her needs are met. Her needs are met through you, financially, security, whatever it may be. I mean, if you can't even get sex when you want, that's what I'm saying. I tell my woman at the beginning, if there is any type of you're holding out or this, I'm going to go find some pussy somewhere else. I'm going to keep it G with you. I love you. I like you. I'm still going to want to be with you. Whether you want to be with me or not, that's on you. But if I'm not going to be begging for no fucking pussy. I ain't begging for no head. I ain't begging for none of that. So if you want to do that, that's fine. But I'm going to go get somewhere and I'll be right back. That's just going to be a little pit stop. Think of it like a little pit stop. I'm boom, 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 come back to you. So obviously some are going to be okay. Some aren't. You got to make sure you filter these type of things through it, because like a lot of women get way too comfortable once they get married. Once they get the marriage title, they begin to start slacking off. They begin to start acting out of pocket. They might start questioning you more, holding out. Oh, if you don't do this, you ain't getting none of that. Fuck that shit. Hell no. I ain't going to be sitting there begging fucking like a little sexless dumbass. Hell no. That's just not going to happen with me. But y'all don't got to take my advice. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm just here to help y'all out a little bit. You know, I'm trying to make sure men's mental health is straight. Too many men are killing themselves over women. Baby mamas are depressed, are in like sexless marriages. So, yeah, hell no. You got to set your rules and regulations from the gate. And if she's not jumping with it, hey, she got to go. Or just use it for recreational. You know, take your time with her. Blah, 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 until you find something else. Then just ditch her and go. It is what it is. It sounds harsh like that, but hey, women do way worse things than men. So you got to do what you got to do. I'm just teaching you how to play the game with an even ball field, because right now we're at a disadvantage. Men, I'm not going to lie to you. We're losing. We're losing crazy. So I'm just trying to help it a little bit, the even ball field or whatever the fuck they're saying. Did you get what I'm saying? But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Holla back at your boy.